So President Obama, look at this, doing some good things for the environment, cleaning up greenhouse gases a little bit. Credit where credit is due. Announced today, the EPA is taking action. Now you have to understand, before this, they've already started to do some significant work towards reducing the amount of carbon we're putting in the air. They had started with first automobiles and trucks, limiting the emissions there. Then they put in rules for new coal power plants. So if you're going to build a new one, here are the new rules that go along with it, so you put less carbon pollution into the air. Today's rules are about existing power plants. See, now that's much more bold because those power plants are used to making a certain amount of money, right? And so they want to keep on making that money. So when you put in new rules, oh, they don't like that. So let me tell you what the current situation is. First of all, the reason you have to do it with these coal power plants is because they are responsible, and this is amazing, for 39% of total emissions in the country. Those are the existing power plants. So that's a giant chunk of the carbon that we put in the air. So if you don't address that, well, then you're really kidding yourself about the effectiveness of your campaigns. Now, the good news is that emissions have already declined 10% between 2005 and 2012. So we've already done some good work here, partly because of the increase in natural gas through fracking. So everything's got upsides and downsides, but also solar and wind, et cetera, and some of the new rules. And finally, in terms of what it was, our commitment was to reduce by 17% the emissions put out by the year 2020. Well, now by doing the new rules, we're going to be in much better shape to do that. So what are the new rules? The rules direct states to cut greenhouse gas emissions from power plants 30% by 2030 using emissions from a 2005 as a baseline. So actually progressives don't love that part. You're going back to 2005 and then saying, let's get 30% from there. And I just told you we already got 10%. So that means the additional benefits are going to be about 20% more. It's more than President Obama has done in the past, so I'll take it, and it's definitely good news. But at the same time, he's allowing states to find different ways to get to that goal. It might delay the process, especially in red states, especially in coal states. And by moving the baseline, it's a little less impressive. Now, they claim that this will have, the administration does, $90 billion in climate and health benefits. Of course, the Chamber of Commerce totally disagrees. They flip out and they say the opposite. They say that it will cost $50 billion a year and it'll cost 224,000 jobs. Okay, I don't quite believe either estimate. $90 billion in health benefits is an awful lot. That would be great if we got that. The Chamber of Commerce, of course, is completely biased. They want to keep business as usual, quite literally, and have no interest in costing any of their companies an extra dime, so they exaggerate to no end about how many jobs will be quote-unquote lost. Now, President Barack Obama, undeterred by this, during his radio address over the weekend said, "We limit the amount of toxic chemicals like mercury, sulfur, and arsenic that power plants put in our air and our water, but they can dump unlimited amounts of carbon pollution into the air. It's not smart, it's not safe, and it doesn't make sense." So those are strong comments and smart comments, so I'm in favor of that. Of course, if you're going to do that, then the Republicans are going to respond by going to the other extreme, and they're going to say, and it's not to say that President Obama's position is extreme, I'm just saying that he makes a perfectly sensible point, so they're going to make a perfectly nonsensical point. He says President Obama's out to kill coal, and it's 800,000 jobs. It's funny how that number kind of quadrupled overnight. Chamber of Commerce says around 200,000 jobs. Mike Enzi, Republican senator, comes out and says 800,000 jobs are going to disappear when they kill, when they murder coal. Okay, what's the reality? As progressives are happy, but a little cautious about the change here, not quite as big as some wanted. And conservatives, of course, are livid that anything would ever change for their coal and fossil fuel friends. The answer is, given President Obama's context, I will take it and run. Look, his second term has been a little bit more progressive than his first term. Credit where credit is due. In the first term, we got about 5% change, if you ask me. In the second term, we're getting about 25%. Now, look, this is all dancing around the edges because unless you fix the system of how all these laws get put into place in the first place, which I think you do through getting money out of politics. And yes, wolf-pack.com, that's your first reference of the day. That's how you get money out of politics. But so what he's doing is playing around the edges of a game that he's not going to change. He said he was going to change the game. He's not. But at least going from 5% to 25%, that's an improvement. And now we've got new rules that limit carbon pollution to some degree, and it builds on some of the success we've had since 2005. My overall conclusion is, I'll take it.